Hello, you guys. I just got my nails done. I am feeling so brand new. I am so basic though. I literally get the same thing every single time. This is like gel shellac with the airbrush French. I am such a basic person. They're always like, do you want to do color? I'm like, no, I'm so basic. I like to do the same. But I just got my nails done and I feel like a brand new person. Does anyone else get their nails done and you feel literally brand new? I love it. Doesn't it look so good? Now I can, in my videos, go like this because when it's like half done, I'm like hiding my nails. But I have a story. Okay, I came on because I have a story for you, a very huge realization that I had with you guys that I feel is going to change everything for you guys when it comes to your relationship with food and when it comes to ending your binge eating. So if you're excited, give me some hearts, give me some love, or like drop an emoji. Who's excited for this little story / realization that I want to share with you guys? Anyone excited, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know, it's a Saturday. Anyways, so when I was struggling with binge eating, okay, there we go. We see some hearts. Okay, thank you, Jenny. I got it. My Jenny will give me hearts. I love it. Okay. Okay, more hearts are coming. Beautiful. So when I was struggling with binge eating and I would just binge, something that I would do is I would go get my nails done. Oh, thanks, Shauna. So you guys know the post-binge guilt, right? Like it's real. Like I would be beating myself up. The negative self-talk would be so loud. I would feel bloated. I'd feel disgusting. Like you guys know the post-binge guilt, shame, judgment, embarrassment, like it sucked. And if you're in the cycle right now, like you guys know, it is so challenging to navigate after a binge. And I was like, I know that I shouldn't be beating myself up. I know this is not helpful, but like, I don't know what else to do other than just be pissed off at myself, be mad at myself, and like just promise myself that like tomorrow is going to be a better day. But I knew that self-beat up wasn't going to do anything. Self-beat up wasn't going to make me feel better. So every time, well, not every single time, but many times after a binge, I would go get my nails done because I was like, you know, self-care, it's gonna make me feel better. So many times after a binge, I would go get my nails done. And I'm all about self-care, right? Like obviously it's important to take good care of yourself, but I didn't have the right mindset going into it. I had this mindset of I just binged and I quote unquote failed. So now I need like outside validation to make me feel better. So let me get my nails done. I'm gonna use this as like a refresh. If I get my nails done, this is what I thought in my mind. If I get my nails done, this is like a way to kind of refresh, to kind of like let go of all the shit that just happened, let go of the binge, let go of the guilt. Like this is just like refreshing everything. And then you're not gonna binge. This is what I had in my mind. I just thought if you go get your nails done, you are setting this to be like the start of something new, the start of no more binges. As if it was like that easy to just like stop binge eating by like going to get your nails done. Obviously not. But I had this thought in my mind of like, when I take care of myself, I'm gonna, forget about the guilt, forget about the shame, like go take care of yourself. And then that's gonna be motivation to continue taking care of yourself. And it did work to some extent of like, yeah, I did feel like temporarily a little bit better that like I took care of myself and I wasn't just at home sitting in the guilt and the shame, but that didn't stop my binge eating. And how many of you guys believe that one thing is gonna magically turn around your binge eating? Like one thing is gonna magically stop your binge eating. Even when I was in university and I would be setting for exam week. Oh my God, that was the week from hell. Like, it was literally like the worst week ever. I freaking hated exam season. Like, I didn't mind going to school. I actually really liked school. Like, I don't know, I liked being in class. Like, it was actually fun. But every single exam week, when I would be stressed and anxious, that's when I would binge. And I would always blame my binges on the fact that it was exam week. Because, I have to stay up extra late. I gotta study all these extra hours. Like, I need food to give me energy. And it was a bunch of bullshit, to be honest with you. Like, it was just like this thing in my mind. I was trying to find an excuse of why I was binge eating. I thought in my mind, I'm like, if it was an exam week, I wouldn't be binging. But that's not true, because I would binge even when it wasn't exam week. How many of you guys tell yourself, I keep binging because, man, work is so stressful, and if I didn't have to do this work project that's literally 3 months long, I literally wouldn't have binged these past 3 months. I used to try to look for external things that I could blame. Yeah, I'm just in school and exam week, it's so stressful, so like I binged this week because I was so stressed. But you guys, this is what happened. After my exam week, what do you think I would do? I would still binge. When I got home from this summer and I was no longer in university, guess what? Now I have all this time. I have all this time on my hands. And, I still don't know how to process my emotions. I still don't know what to do when I feel the urge to binge. So then I binge anyways. How many of you guys tell yourself when work finally settles down, there's gonna be no more binges. I'm just eating during this busy time and I'm just self-soothing because it is such a difficult time at work. But how about before that busy season? Were you still binging? How about on the weekends? How about when you're home alone? Are you still binging? How about when you go on vacation? For me, it wasn't just that one busy week with exams. It's like I would go on vacation and I would binge. I'd be home alone and I would binge. I thought getting my nails done, right? I thought getting my nails done was gonna help me like get my shit together and not binge. That didn't work. I'd binge the next day. I thought, let me just hurry up, get this exam week done. I'm not gonna binge. I still binge. I'm celebrating, no more exams. It's like, okay, I need food, I need to celebrate, happy. Because I still didn't know how to process my emotions. I still didn't heal my relationship with food. I still didn't get rid of my binge urges. Another time, I was working at a fitness studio before Andrew and I opened up our own. And I would think a shower would cure it, wash the binge eating away and start clean. Yeah, totally. It's like, and to some extent, like I would feel better after some of these things. Like after my nails, and like I did feel a little bit better, right? Or like taking a shower, I'm like, I actually did feel like pretty clean and pretty brand new, but it's like, it's not gonna cure it, like you said, right? It's like a shower, it's not gonna cure binge eating, right? So when I was working at a gym, and I would have to be at the gym at 6 a.m. And at this time, I was like, trying to get in like morning cardio, and I was trying to figure out my workouts, but like I had to work at a gym, so like my schedule was kind of all over the place. And I said to myself, I'm like, if I didn't have to be at the gym at 6 a.m. to work, then like I could have like gotten my own workout done. Like I could have like made myself a nice breakfast, but because I have to wake up at 5 a.m. and because I have to go to the gym and like work for somebody else, like that's the reason why I'm not consistent with my workouts. That's the reason why I'm not consistent with my morning routine. That's why I'm not consistent with my food, like all of these excuses. I just continued finding external things that I can blame my binges on. I'm like, well, that person doesn't start work until 9 a.m. So like she can probably get in such a good workout. She can probably shower. She can probably make herself a healthy breakfast. She can probably like at least get 8 hours of sleep because she doesn't have to be waking up like 5 a.m. like me. And it's like all of these things. It's just excuses. Oh, well, she probably doesn't binge because like she can, you know, whatever, she can get in her workouts and like she's just so perfect. But like me, no, I can't. No, I could. I didn't know how to stop my binge eating. It wasn't like changing one thing in your schedule is going to stop your binge eating. Even when when Andrew and I had our fitness studio, and I would obviously have to be at the studio like all day. And I had to pack my lunch, right? Because like I needed food. And a lot of the times I would pack my healthy meals because I enjoy eating healthy, but I didn't want half the things that I packed. I'm like, yeah, okay, that meal looks good, but like I really wish I brought the muffin that I know is at home. So I'm like, see, if I just worked from home, I would have way more satisfying meals and I wouldn't binge. Looking for another excuse. Oh, people who work from home, they're so lucky because they can just walk out into the kitchen and they can have whatever they want. Like they're so lucky, like that's why they don't binge. Bullshit. It's not true. It didn't matter where I was. It didn't matter even those days where I would ask Andrew if I could work from home, even though it's my own business. This was 2018. I'm like, Andrew, can I work from home? He's like, listen, it's just you and I, and we own this studio. Like, what if somebody walks in and I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, but I just want to binge when I'm home alone. You don't understand. Anyways, but even on those days where I would work from home, guess what? I would binge because I was home alone. So it was literally not like one thing that made me binge. And where are you doing this? Where are you believing that it's one thing or a few things that's causing you to binge? Like maybe you work from home and you're like, if I just went to the office, I wouldn't be surrounded by all the delicious treats from 7 a.m. until 10 o'clock at night, right? Or maybe you go to the office and you're like, it would have been so much better if I just worked from home because then I can actually have satisfying meals and I don't have to just pack whatever meals, because sometimes I would get to the office and then I would pack my lunch and I don't really feel like it. So I'm kind of just eating it and it's not really satisfying. Like, where are you making all these excuses? Oh, work's just so busy this week. Like, so it's okay if I emotionally ate because like once next week comes, it's going to be a little bit more chill. I'm going to be done the work project and then I'm not going to binge. But when have you ever stopped after that week? Right? So I had this huge realization when I was getting my nails done. This is what I think about when I get my nails done. I'm like, how can I like turn this into a lesson and teach you guys? And I was like, I had this realization that there is not one thing that you're doing right now that is like not one thing that's causing you to binge. You don't binge because you work from home. You don't binge because you go to the office. You don't binge because you have a stressful day at work. Because guess what? When I told myself that I wish that I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m. because I wake up at 5 a.m. then I'm like so hungry in the morning. Now I get up at 5 a.m. and I still don't binge. Why? I healed my relationship with food. I got rid of my binge urges. Then I used to tell myself when I worked from home, oh, I wish I just went to the office because like if I'm at home then I have all these delicious treats. Guess what? I work from home. I have no binge urges. Then I used to tell myself, oh, if I'm not like super busy with like, whether it was exam week or like, work and stuff, if I wasn't so busy, I wouldn't binge. Now I'm busy. I got a business to run. I'm a busy person. My business is blowing up. I love it. I'm having so much fun, but like I'm busy and I still don't binge because I now know how to process my emotions. I've rewired my brain. I don't have any urges. I know how to be around trigger foods and not be so impulsive. So the next time you tell yourself, I'm binging because I'm busy, it's the time of the month, I went on vacation. Oh, it's this summer and there's all these social events. Well, guess what? There's always going to be something. You're always going to have busy days at work. You're always going to probably go on vacation again. You're not going to just go on vacation once and then never go on vacation again in your whole life. Your summer, the holidays are here. Are you going to tell yourself, oh, I just binged and I gained, X amount of weight because like I ate so much because it was the holidays? No, because you probably know people during the holidays who can eat, stop when they're full, and feel great. But are you using that as an excuse to just binge? So this was like a huge realization, and I was like, I recognized that yes, not one thing is causing me to binge, but also there's not one thing that's gonna also magically stop my binge eating, like getting my nails done and be like, it's a new start, I'm gonna get my nails done and then I'm never gonna binge again. That's not true. So, you need to stop blaming external things. I needed to start taking responsibility and stop blaming everyone else or stop blaming everything else. Like, it's really easy to blame coworkers. Oh my God, my coworkers brought in these donuts and that's why I binge on them. But you didn't have to say yes. But if you're very impulsive, it's hard for you to say no. But like, it's not your fault, but it also is, because it's like, we could work on becoming less impulsive, right? Do you guys see what I mean? So I started taking emotional responsibility and I started taking full ownership of like, okay, I'm gonna stop blaming these external things and I'm actually gonna like do the work to learn how to process my emotions, how to get rid of my binge urges, how to rewire my brain out of the diet binge cycle so that I actually could end this for good. So that when I go get my nails done, it can actually be a fun experience versus I'm here because I'm just trying to make me feel better because I just binged. I want to be able to work from home or work at the office or go on vacation or be home alone and not be stressed out if I'm going to binge or not. Some people don't want to go on vacation because, oh my gosh, the calories. And I'm like, let's freaking book the flight. Let's freaking go. Right? So I will say this over and over and over and over and over and over again. You have to do things sustainably. Unless you don't want to do things sustainably and then it's like work gets so busy and then you binge that week and then maybe you have a few binge-free days or a few binge-free weeks and then the work gets busy again and then you binge. Like, I didn't want to be on that roller coaster. I wanted to have busy days with work and still not binge. I wanted to be home alone and still not binge. I wanted to be able to go on vacation and not be stressed out if I was going to binge or not. This is true freedom. This is ending your binge eating for good. It's not hoping and praying I'm not busy so that I don't binge. It's not hoping and praying I hope my schedule is so perfect because if my schedule is so perfect then I'm not going to binge. Well, guess what? Your schedule's not going to be perfect every single day. So you need to take responsibility. You need to take action to sustainably stop your binge eating for good so that it doesn't actually matter what happens externally. You can go out for dinner tomorrow night and still not binge. You can have a busy workout week and still not binge. This is freedom. This is freedom. And I'm so passionate about it because this changed my life. This changed my life. It doesn't matter how busy I am. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. You guys know I went on my honeymoon to Greece in May for 10 days. I ate whatever I wanted. I had zero binge urges. I wasn't even afraid that, oh, I wonder if I'm going to binge. No, there's no more urges. I worked on my relationship with food. I could order what I want and I can naturally stop when I'm full. And you guys can get here as well too. I'm not saying look at me. I'm saying look at what's possible when you actually do things sustainably. You're not just looking for a quick fix, or you're not just blaming external things like, oh, I went on my honeymoon and I went on vacation. So like, yeah, that's why I binged this week. No, let's not use it as an excuse anymore. Just imagine being able to go on vacation and have the time of your life with your partner, with your best friend. Just imagine being able to, be home alone and have so much time to do whatever you want and not have to be stressed out if you're going to binge or not. Just imagine being able to have a true self-care day and like go get your nails done. And not be like, I need to get my nails done because I'm trying to make me feel better because I just binged. This is what your life can look like when you actually do things sustainably and properly and not just blame external factors for why you are binging. You know, I even tell my clients inside of the academy, you know, like during the time of the month, it's like, yes, cravings are higher, hormones are fluctuating, but we don't want to use that as an excuse to just binge. It's like, yeah, we got to give ourselves more grace, more self-compassion, absolutely. But it's not like, oh, well, screw it. It's the time of the month. Like, I just know I'm going to binge, right? I don't think I know what feeling full feels like. It's either hungry or so I'm bloated. I so remember feeling that way as well too, Donna. Honestly, like I had no, when people would say like comfortably full, I'm like, explain, like what does that actually mean? And the reason why a lot of people eat past physically full is because they wait too long to eat, right? And then it's like you wait too long to eat, you're so ravenous and or you're so deprived, so you're not honoring your cravings. And then when you finally do get the opportunity to have what you've actually been craving or just actually sit down and have a meal, you're eating so fast, can't even taste the meal. And it takes 20 minutes for your brain to register that it's full and satisfied. So here you are, you just ate so much within 5 minutes and you physically feel full, but your brain, it takes 20 minutes to register full. So your stomach, like you're physically feeling full and bloated, but your brain's like, no, gotta keep on going. I haven't gotten this signal yet. So it's like, okay, I need more food. I'm gonna go into the cupboards. And then one thing of something sweet turns into eating 10 million things of something sweet. And then it's like, I feel so sick, right? And there's so many other factors, like, are we standing up? Are we eating, in front of the kitchen sink? Like, are we eating standing up straight from the bag, right? All of these things disconnect you from your body's hunger and fullness cues. But I just want to reassure you, Donna, like I felt the exact same way too. I was like, I'm either so starving, I'm going to eat my arm, or I'm like literally so full, like my stomach is about to burst. But I promise you, like you can get back to a point where you are comfortably full, you are comfortably hungry, and what's going to help you not eat past full physically sick is to actually eat when you're hungry. And I made a reel about this, I think it was today. Like when you actually eat when you're hungry, then it's like you're not going into the meal so ravenous, you got to eat so fast because you're so hungry, and then of course you're going to overeat. Even people who have a good relationship with food, if they haven't eaten in like 7 hours and they're going to be so hungry and they're going to eat their meal within 5 minutes, and again, body says like, I'm so full, brain's like, I'm not full yet, gotta keep on eating, right? So, anyways, I just wanted to share this, you guys. Like, I went to go get my nails done, and I'm like, I have a lesson for you guys. I hope you guys found this helpful. Did you find this helpful? Let me know. Give me some like hearts or emojis. Emojis? Yeah, emojis. Let me know if this was helpful. But I had this huge realization, and I really want you guys to start taking like ownership over your binge urges. Like, stop blaming it on other things. Like, you have the power to learn how to process your emotions. You have the power to start healing your relationship with food. You have the power to get rid of your binge urges. You have the power to get back in tune with your hunger and fullness cues. So it does not matter if you're stressed, if you're on vacation, if you're home alone, you can still eat like a normal person again. And this will change everything for you. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna go enjoy my nails. I love them so much. So basic, but they're just me. So anyways, you guys have the best rest of your day ever. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.